Hello, me again. I feel like I only just spoke to you actually. I literally just filmed a piece, edited, got it up. That was the quickest vlog I've ever put up in my life. It was done in a flash. Oh yes, well I've been Googling, I have, about trying to work out what's the matter with me. So yeah, I had this sickness. If you watched the last little updatey thing, I had what I thought was food poisoning over the weekend. Now I'm thinking it's gastroenteritis. I've been Googling and do you know, I had no idea because in my family we're just not that experienced with stomach bugs. Me and Izzy, I mean, my daughter. She did have E. coli. I ought to tell you that story of E. coli. You won't know about it. It's a horrible story, mind. She had one of these nasty strains of E. coli that makes your kidneys shut down, and she ended up in Bristol Children's Hospital, rushed there in an ambulance overnight. Yeah, and she had to go on dialysis for, I can't remember how many days, but 11 days, something like that, and made a full recovery. She was absolutely fine. Yeah, we think that might have come from animal feces on salad because they couldn't work out where she'd got it from. There was a huge investigation with where she could have got it from with public health. I used to keep a really detailed log of what we did in those days because I was home educating. Literally, I had a great trail, so they knew everywhere we'd been, every swimming pool, every Subway sandwich place, home ed group, all the different clubs, everywhere had to get investigated, didn't they, for hygiene as well, but they couldn't find a trace of it anywhere. But anyway, she was really, really sick with that. But other than that, we're not really experienced with stomach bugs in our family. And I didn't even realise you meant to isolate for 48 hours after the symptoms stop. I thought if you were just vomiting and that was all, once you'd got it out of your system, I was alright, you could go out, but apparently not. So there we are. I've been checking with a few people. So I'm a bit disappointed because my symptoms have not stopped. You see, I felt better on Sunday evening. And then by Monday, anything I consume, it's gone south basically now. So anything I consume, it's causing an eruption of the rear end now. So I've hardly eaten anything. You know when you get ill, the only silver lining to this kind of being ill is you lose a few pounds. I haven't lost any at all. I've checked today and yesterday. I am stable at where I am. So yeah, I haven't had that benefit either. I can't remember where I'm going with this. I'm not really feeling that well, to be honest. Anyway, my boyfriend was supposed to be coming over tonight, and now he isn't because I don't want to infect him. So anyway, I did have great plans for this week to do loads of flute practice and lots of sorting out for my 2 gigs that I've got this weekend coming up at the end of this weekend, and it's with 2 different lineups that I don't normally play with. So I wanted to be, on tip-top form really, and prepare repertoire in advance, that sort of thing. And I don't really know if I should be blowing stomach buggy germs down my flute, because you can't really wash a flute. I mean, you can wipe it through with a cloth, but you can't submerge it in water. So that's a bit awkward, isn't it? And also, I don't really feel like it. I think what I'm going to do now is put a paper list together of my to-dos, and then go and have a bath, and then start on my to-dos, and just try not to eat anything. Yeah, okay, that'll do. I've done my working list of things to do today. I've managed to put everything that's not too physically strenuous on the list for today, and then hopefully I'm feeling better tomorrow. I'm going to have this bath first, a lovely warm bath, and then hopefully I'll be feeling better afterwards. It's been really wet and yucky out for a couple of days actually, so if I must be confined, this is probably a good time for it. I'm feeling somewhat more put together now. I've had a bath and hair wash, dried my hair, got dressed and all that, and I'm going to attempt some food. For better or for worse, I'm going to try some corn cakes and Marmite and see how I get on. I'm not exactly hungry, but I feel low blood sugary. The legs are a bit trembly, you know how it gets. Day's getting on. The breakfast stayed where it should have in my digestive system, which is good. I'm doing lots of admin for different bands at the same time, different gigs coming up. I'm sorting out repertoire for the Saturday one and minimally sorting out a little bit of repertoire for the Sunday one as well. So they're 2 different bands completely, so I'm communicating with all that lot by email and text and stuff like that. Just sending some final details for a Sunday gig, just as a reminder. They had it early, but I like to remind them. just in case it gets lost down the email threads. And speaking of which, I've been getting lost in all manner of email threads trying to find details of repertoire that we agreed to play on Saturday, because it's got lost. We've been talking about it online. We haven't had a rehearsal yet. We're going to have one on Friday actually for that gig, so hopefully I'm better by then. So I'm just trying to get a rehearsal list together for everybody so everyone knows what we're going to be doing. And I'm not having much luck yet, but I think I've got something hand scribbled in the cellar because I actually started to work on it a couple of weeks in advance because I knew I'd be busy with other things later. So I'm going to go and have a look, see if I can find it. Yes, I found it. It was in my cellar. I'm going to tot it all up, make sure we've got enough. For the Saturday one, we're doing half an hour of playing, followed by an hour of Kaylee, followed by half an hour of just playing. So we've got to have like concerty listening to repertoire plus Kaylee repertoire. And we've got specific dances that have been pre-drawn up in advance by the caller for this one. Very unusual. Normally they do it ad hoc, but this one's planned it out in advance. So she wants the reassurance that we've got things lined up exactly for it. So yeah, working on that today. We'll have to go to Gloucester for this rehearsal actually, so that'll be a bit of an adventure coming up at the end of the week for me. That's that set list done. Like I've been going through all the folders and sheet music and everything. I have a set list and I've emailed it off to everybody. So yay, tick that off the list. I've had a probable booking come in for June as well this morning. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It's a bit provisional at the moment, so that's good. It's 3:20 now. I still haven't moved from my bed. I'm working in bed, honest. It's just I'm not feeling very well, so I'm kind of slouching a bit and just getting on with things. I've just been talked into doing MCing at somebody else's gig. I've never done MCing in my life. I said to her, I've never MC'd in my life, but I'm game. You might have to give me a crash course and tell me what to say. Well, you know, I'm a YouTuber now. I suppose I'm used to talking to people, so oh blimey, I've got that coming up in a while. I'm going a bit brain dead. I'm sorry about the state of my hair. I did actually wash it and brush it this morning, but I don't know, it's just looking terrible. Never mind, it doesn't matter. What was I going to say? I'm not with it today. Oh yeah, I was going to say I'm brain dead because it's occurred to me I haven't stopped for lunch because I'm not hungry, because I'm kind of not eating very much at the moment, but I probably actually need a break because my mind is going into a fog. I've been dealing with too many different bookings in one day so far. Do you know, there is a frustrating thing. I've got food left over and I'm going to have to chuck it out because I made it on Friday and it is now Tuesday. I didn't eat it earlier because I was too ill, and now I think it might make me ill. So I'm making a little cup of tea and gonna have a little break for 10 minutes. Weather's still doing this. Has been all day. Just been notating some of the remaining things from the list. I've still got a couple more to do as well. I'm having to do these out of my head, out of my memory, because I don't have anything to copy them from. It's just for my other half to learn from the notation software itself, because that's his easy way to do it. It's like a cheaty way for him to do it, nice and easy. I've got one left to do and it's called Krach. It's fabulous, I love it. Weather is still doing this. It's 5:15 now and I'm feeling quite pleased with myself because I've managed to transcribe the last of the 3 tunes that I needed for Saturday's gig to go in the folder. So we're all set for our rehearsal on Friday now, and I'm all set for running through it tomorrow and I'm feeling a bit better, hopefully. I think I need another cup of tea now. I'm so stingy about boiling my water because of the electricity bill. Yep, that'll do. I've been drinking a lot less tea and coffee since I've had this bug. Well, I've hardly had any coffee at all. I did have a little bit of yoghurt earlier, natural yoghurt with a bit of honey and some blueberries, which I thought was really pushing it, but it was fine. Stayed in. Yay, right, I'm going to get some veggies out now and cook myself something and try not to go crazy with the spices, because you know I like my spices, but I think we need to take care. I think I might have already failed on the non-spicy mission there. I just cubed up 1 potato and sauteing it in a bit of olive oil with some whole coriander, some of this Ras El Hanout seasoning, and some cumin seeds as well. Hopefully I pronounced that middle one right there, I'm not actually sure. Well, I've added some aubergine and mushrooms, and I'm a bit limited with what else I can put in out of my fresh veg actually. I'm not quite sure what to put in. I've gone off beans after being so sick after eating a bean salad. I need to leave it a while, so I'll have a little think about what to put in. I'm not sure if a lot of dairy is a good idea either. There we are, there's my little portion for dinner. That's enough. I'm not going to add anything else to that. I might have some tuna or something later if I'm feeling hungry to sort of have a bit of protein, but that'll do for now. Tastes quite nice, I've tasted a bit. I'm going to have a little ice lolly for my afters. I managed all that. Oh yeah. Just coming up to 9 o'clock at night now. I've been doing a little bit of hoovering. I've been stopped for a while actually. Just haven't taken it down yet. You don't need to look in there, but I've been giving the bathroom a bit of a clean, you know, a post-bug clean. Well, I hope we're post-bug now anyway. Been bleaching the loo and all that sort of thing. I had a bit of a spurt of energy and I thought, right, if I get some housework done now, that'll free up some time for me tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have an even bigger spurt of energy, and then I can get all my flute practice done that I need to do. So I've been giving the kitchen a bit of a clean, washing up, doing the dishwasher, all that sort of malarkey. I'm going to attempt to chill out for the rest of the evening now before bed. I say attempt, I'm not very good at it. I get guilty. I feel really, really guilty if I'm not doing all the time, which is ridiculous. I don't even know where it's come from. It's ridiculous, but that's how I'm like. Last night I was just lying there feeling absolutely wretched with guilt because I wasn't doing and creating and just getting stuff ready, you know, tackling the things. So it's ridiculous, isn't it? But you know, sometimes you're just too tired, like, you know, you just need to stop and watch videos or something, and that's what I want to do now. So hopefully I succeed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Could you please give the video a like if you happen to like it to help the channel to grow. Subscribe down below for more videos from me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.